Well, good morning. It's Sunday, and I am here with my dad, who was so kind enough to drive. We are on our way to an estate sale in Stamford, Connecticut, and my dad spotted this one on the internet. We'll check to see what they have. If there's anything good, I'll post some videos or pictures of it later. My dad spotted records, baseball bats, some toy cars, and looks like possibly some Fisher-Price toys. So what I'll be searching for is hopefully sealed records, or records that are open but are in dead mint condition with no scratches. The toys, I'll be looking for sealed toys, unopened. If there's any toy cars, I'll be looking for Hot Wheels, vintage Hot Wheels or Matchbox. And for the Hot Wheels, I tend to look for the original red lines, which is a circle around the circumference of the tire. Those are what a lot of collectors look for, the vintage red lines from Hot Wheels from the 1960s, early 70s. Also, for the baseball bats, I'll check to see if any of them have a Hall of Fame player's name engraved on it. Any Louisville Slugger bats. And for the Fisher-Price toys, I'll also be looking for the original wooden Fisher-Price or early plastic ones from the 60s and 70s, because those are very collectible. I've sold a lot of vintage Fisher-Price toys over the years. I've sold a lot of vintage Hot Wheels Redline toys over the years. So hopefully we find a good score today. And if we get anything like really good, I'll make sure to post some videos and pictures later. So happy hunting today for me and my dad. See you later. Thanks for watching. Just came back from an estate sale a short while ago with my dad, and my dad was kind enough to clean up these 4 vintage Fisher-Price toys and Little People that we scored today at the Stamford, Connecticut estate sale. So I'll go over each one. So I remember this one as a kid. This one actually happens to be from 1964. I was born in 1969, but I definitely remember playing with one of these. This is a xylophone pull-a-tune toy from 1964. Still works. And so we scored this vintage toy, completely made out of wood, and of course the metal strips for the xylophone part. And usually the year is on here. Anyway, it's item number 870, and the year comes up right here, 1964, Fisher-Price Toys, East Aurora, New York. So that was a cool piece to find. Next one is it's just missing 1 milk carton, but other than that, there's 5 out of 6 milk cartons, and it also has this removable carton, so it shows you numbers 1 through 6. So just missing 1, and this is the milk wagon. Another vintage Fisher-Price toy. This one is from 1965. And let's see if I can show you the year. I think it's on the back here. It's item number 131. And it's from 1965. So Fisher-Price was really cool about putting the item numbers on here in the years, so you can properly identify them and how old they are. So I don't remember this one as a kid, playing with a toy like this. But in any event, still all works, which is great. It still has its original pull string with it too. Next one up is, sadly, it's missing the original wooden figures that came with it. But I definitely remember playing with this toy when I was a kid. I found my original one And I sold my original one that I used to play with on eBay back in like the early 2000s. And I had all of the original toys inside of it. Anyway, this one is in pretty good shape. The stop sign has broken off because there is used to be a stop sign on the side here. But this is a vintage Fisher-Price school bus. So this guy is still in here because he's glued in. But all the original students, pupils, they're gone. But still a cool piece to find. Part of the sticker has come off on the back, but it is from 1965. You can see that, and should have the number on the side here of what toy number it is. Maybe it's on the other side. Well, I guess there it is, 192, and the door still does open and shut. So that was cool to find. And the eyes still move up and down when you roll it. So that's still a great feature. This, never remember this as a kid, but this is not something I would have played with. But in any event, this is a Fisher-Price music box iron. And it should say it does say 1966 on there. And when you press this down, you'll hear it. And when you roll it, it still has its original pull string. But when you roll it, the eyes still move, and it still plays its original songs. So that was cool to find. All right. Next up is, not sure what year these are. I believe they are Fisher-Price Little People, but they're all plastic, so they're not real vintage ones. They could be late 70s, early 80s. We have a total of 5 people, and then we have a pig and a sheep, or a pig and a lamb. In any event, all these characters were actually inside this bus. But I knew that they did not go with the bus because none of these are original wooden ones. Other items that we also scored today, got this guy. I used to have a Curious George stuffed animal, not like this, but a vintage one when I was a kid. And so I found this Curious George rocker, musical rocking horse. It says right here, musical rocker. And he still works, so let's play the music on his hand here. And we'll let him go rocking. That's cool. So he's still all intact, still has his original tags on it. If he did not, I would not have gotten that. Most of the time I stay away from stuffed animals or plushy toys. But this one brings me back to my childhood. Like I said, I used to have a Curious George stuffed animal, not of this exact same type, a larger one, but a very cool toy to find, still with the original tags, basically in dead mint condition. And then the only sealed toy that I found there today is this toy of Moses action figure. And it says Stone Tablets and Shepherd's Staff. And let's take a look at the year. I think it's from 2003. Yeah, 2003. And so I picked this toy up. Just kind of an oddball, cool piece to pick up. And so I just figured that eventually I'll take pictures of this along with all these other toys and resell them on eBay. So be sure to check out my eBay store, Treasures in My Home. I currently have over 1,000 items for sale. Thanks for watching, guys.